Morning all. Okay, let's play on the 5 minute today. What's going to go on today? I'm at 2275, a bit battered from yesterday, but let's see. What about a c3 just to keep it a bit calmer? The position, sort of like a advanced French defense now. Okay, if I take that and just go for the light squares, maybe a bishop here. Is that terrible? I don't want to keep that bishop. There's no winning the pawn just yet with the check. I'll play queen e2. Trying to overprotect e5. Oh, I think I'll have to take that now. Because knight f4 was threatened there. I think better to take sometimes. So knight d2 to c4, b4, bishop b2, knight d2 to c4, b4, bishop b2. Okay, so I think knight d2. Is he going to put more pressure on e5 anytime soon? If I play b4 here, is that any good? b4 for bishop b2 and also a threat of b5 at some point. I can't see an immediate refutation of b4. Maybe a5 actually is critical because he's covering b5. So maybe just knight d2 for a moment. It's more prudent. Oh, he's really going at it with this e5 pawn. I didn't see that one coming. Can I play g4 here, or am I getting in big trouble? Knight c4, there's b5. g4, rook h3 doesn't look that good. G4. Might even be rook e5, so I think I'm going to have to give up that pawn. Hope for the best. Maybe just get on with development. I'll try and just develop. So I'll play that something like what do I want to play? Knight e5 and f4. Okay, can I use this c file? What about rook c5? Is that a move coming up? Oh no, he's got it covered. f5. Whoa. Queen g3 takes queen g6. I've got queen g3 there. Queen g3 anyway. In this position, there's bishop h4, there's queen c7. And there might be f5 coming up. I think I need to play f3 before I get in big trouble. f3 would cover the diagonal for f5. Bishop h4, queen g4, f5 I'd just take on g6. If I want to play f3, or bishop b4. Okay, I think b4 for knight c5 actually will be very useful here, or even rook c5. I think knight c5 check. Knight h3 here. Is he going to get in rook g5? I'm not careful. Quite energetic play to win my e5 pawn, and the way he's carried on. Yeah. Knight c5. Has that got point to it? Check takes. Queen move. Bishop f4. Is knight c5 that good? Take, queen d6, bishop f4. I don't know, e5. No, has he got e5 there? No, 1, 2. I got 3 there on e5. He can't play e5. So I think knight c5 check here. Right. And now this e5 pawn. Oh, he's going to play bishop h4. I think this knight's needed actually back at base. Put it back at base for a sec. What about a4 and then b5, just to try and knock out this battery actually. If he wants to take the pawn, then rook c8. If he wants to play f5, then queen g6. No, that's still dangerous. Maybe rook c6 at some point. f5, knight c5. Bishop h4, queen g6. He's using up time here. Is his position brilliant? I don't know. It's at a4 here or knight c5. What about f4? It's bishop h4, there's queen f3. Was knight g5 coming up? b5 for rook c7. I'm going to give that a shot. Maybe bishop b4 is good. Let's get this bishop off. Weaken those squares, those dark squares. Right. So make f3 here, and maybe knight c5. So there's no bishop h4 menace, but knight c5 or rook e1 then knight c5. What about just rook c5 and then if f5 there's rook e5? If he takes here, I don't know, his king's a little bit vulnerable, I'm hoping, but it's rock solid still, his position overall. Okay, I don't want him to take on e4. So can I just double with rook b4 here? Rook b4 just to try and get in rook b7 at some point. He's going to play queen f4. I can take on d4 here if he plays queen f4. 38 seconds, clock is ticking. So actually rook b7 might become a major threat here. Okay. Try and get to play a5. Okay, is king h2 just a safeguarding move for a sec? Okay, go back here I think, for e5 exposure. Oh, there's knight d6 check! Ah, he's blundered. Weakness of the last move, I didn't spot it immediately. Knight d6. Knight d6, yeah. Time pressure, he just used up loads and loads of time. Whew. But yeah, he was vigorous there on the e5. I thought, hang on, knight f4, queen c7, I have to take. And now this rook h5, very good. But something about the position wasn't that easy here. So weaken those dark squares, which were the disaster area. Later. Comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks so much.